going to tell you that this is going to be different than the United States, oh my goodness, it is completely different. The poor people here are nothing like the poor people there. So you really need to have an open mind and accept the way they live. I expected to see poverty, to go to an orphanage and fall in love with lots of children, and get my heart broke when I have to leave them. It was completely different because we were going to go down and be in the orphanage, and instead they told us, nope, you're going to youth hostel. I thought, this isn't going to work. There's no way. We are preschool teachers and these are teenagers. There's no way this is going to work. How are we going to teach them anything? And instead, I felt that they taught me tons because, for one thing, they were at our level and they loved us being there. I didn't think that they would accept us like they did, and they did.
That first Sunday, and we left, and I just remember sitting in the bus and hearing all these voices saying to me, this isn't going to work, they won't do the things we've brought. And I remember going to bed that night and just praying really hard, this has to work somehow. It will work, I know it will work. And I was a little panicked, so all my expectations were just crashing around me. Everything I dreamt was just kind of crashing. And then we got up Monday morning and we arrived, and they didn't think we would come back. The kids didn't think we would come back. And we came back, and I left with the most awesome feeling in the world, because that Monday was just, the kids soaked in everything, the teachers jumped in. It was beyond any expectation I could have ever imagined. All my fears were just wiped away.
My favorite part of the trip was just getting to know the kids. We worked really closely with them and created really great bonds, and I think that that was like something that really stood out to me.
When we pulled up to the orphanage, and it wasn't anything I expected it to be. The kids were not very well kept, and I was just really sad, and it definitely wowed me. It was just I knew I would see poverty, and I knew that I would want to pack the children in the bags and take them home with me, but I did not expect it to be on the level that it was. Some of the kids there were amazing. A little boy named Bashti completely melted my heart. He could sit down and tell you everything there is to know about the Bible, and just seeing him with his father every day, it was just unbelievable. Impacted me the most was just feeling of doing for others, and even learning from them and teaching them at the same time. The feeling that you get when you're helping other people makes you feel good, and you want to bring it back to where you're going. Go in there with no expectations, embrace the culture 100%, keep your mind open at all times, because you're going to see things that you never thought you would ever see. And just really embrace it. It's definitely going to change your life for sure.
Be prepared to have an open heart as well, because they're going to break your heart. They're going to break your heart, and I was hoping that I was going to teach them ABCs, how to read. No, they taught me more than I could ever ask for.
One incident that definitely impacted me the most was I had gotten really close with a boy, and I asked him if he could have anything in the world, what would it be, like, assuming he would say like an iPod or something like that, and his response back to me was all he wanted was a new start in his life, and that really impacted me and made me want to work with troubled teens, and I actually ended up changing my major from college and everything. Like, that one moment made me realize that I wanted to help teens just like him.
Years ago, I had a dream, and that dream, I talked to my husband, and I was like, I want to take teachers to other countries, and I want to do missions trips, service projects. I want to change people's lives. I don't want them just to work for us every day. I want them to get more out of their employment than just a paycheck. And I think he thought I was crazy at first, and then the more I talked about it, the more excited he got, and the more we started to figure out how to do this. It was a long process trying to figure out how to do it, and I had a lot of expectations, a lot of things that I thought would happen. You know, you have all your dreams and your plans. This is going to happen, this, but instead, more than I could have ever imagined happened with our first trip to Belize. The team was so awesome. I was afraid they wouldn't jump right in, that they would be afraid, that it would be different, because it is different to go to another country. But these ladies jumped in. They never had to be told, get up, move, do this. To watch their hearts change every day was awesomely cool. And I know I get to go back on another trip, but this will be my first trip. Belize will probably hold my heart forever. It was awesome. And it was so cool to see my dream fulfilled in Belize.
I just want to say thank you to Dan and Ginger for this opportunity. Ever since I was a little girl, I've wanted nothing more than to go on a mission trip and experience culture, experience children in a whole different light. And without you two, this would never have happened. Financially, there would be no way I could afford it, and you guys, just thank you so much for this opportunity. I don't think you guys realize how much it touched my life and how I will take this with me for the rest of my life, so thank you.
I just want to say thank you to Dan and Ginger and the Aftershock group for allowing me to have this opportunity to go to another country on a mission trip. It was amazing, and it blessed me for my whole entire life. And serious question though, can I go again?
Thank you, Dan and Ginger, for the great opportunity. It's changed my life, and I hope I can do it again.
I couldn't thank Dan and Ginger enough for what you've done, because for us to be able to go and do what we did, and the experiences that we had was just unbelievable. And I so want to. I have more dreams that I want to do for the youth, and I so want to go back again.